Oh, whose fucking mic is going crazy? Mute it. Who's Mr. Disappointed? Mute your goddamn mic. Bruno, are you there? Yes, let's go over the rules.
How old are you?
Are we debating or are we going over the rules? We can cover all this during the debate. Let's set the rules first.
Okay, that's what the rules.
Okay, hold on. Just to let you know, right now I'm starting the recording. This is all going to be posted live. I'm not going to edit this. Do you agree to be recorded for this debate? Only the audio portion, not the video portion, obviously.
I don't want my name posted, but that's fine.
You're Bruno 6. We're not going to talk about your any personal identifying information will be removed.
Screen, so.
Okay, let me tell you what will happen. We're gonna debate. We're gonna record just the audio. The audio will be distorted. Voices will be distorted to preserve everybody's anonymity, and no identifying information will be in there. So the only identifying information that'll be given out is anything you volunteer. So I advise you not to volunteer anything identifying, so that we don't have to worry about me editing the debate.
Okay.
Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, so let's go over the rules now. You said, I'm just going to read from your chat room. Let's make ground rules. No name calling. Okay, what do you consider name calling? Because let's say I say you're a feminist. I mean, you could take that as name calling. Or let's say I say you're that's a childish argument. That would be considered name calling. So I think that's almost like
saying you are a child would be name calling. Saying that's a childish argument.
I mean, but isn't that essentially saying that the same thing? If I'm saying you're using a childish argument, isn't that implying that you're childish? I mean, isn't that basically the same thing? I stipulate this. I say we do this. Look, I say we make this a no holds barred debate. If I call you childish names, let's say I call you a bitch or a cunt, I'm going to give you the last word in the debate, meaning I'm only going to debate you right now. Listen, I'm going to debate you live right now. And after the debate, I'm going to post the debate and I'm going to let you have the last word in the debate, meaning you will be able to comment fully in written form on the debate. I won't have the last say. You'll have the last say. So you'll be able to talk about any unfairness that you found in the debate, any childish name calling you found in the debate, etc. So I'm going to give you the last word. So I think that'll make it fair. So let's say I call you a bitch. Then you can go, well, this guy was obviously childish and calling me a bitch, name calling that undermines his argument. And you'll have the last word in the debate. So I don't see why we should disallow name calling. I mean, if I'm childish enough to let my arguments all rely on name calling, shouldn't that be in the public record? Won't I be exposed as just a child who's calling you names? Won't that work in your favor versus against you? I don't see how that would ever work against you.
I don't think this is a game. I don't think this is a session where I'm going to listen to you call me names.
Right, but I'm saying, listen.
No interrupting here, okay? This is not going to be a session where I'm going to listen to you call me names and then comment on how awful it was.
Right, but
if we're going to do this. We're going to stop interrupting me.
Right, but like most cowards who debate, they will do this. They won't answer the substance of an argument. They'll make an excuse and say you're yelling at me, or you're speaking too loud, or you said bitch, or you're calling me a name, to avoid answering the substance behind the argument. That's why I don't want to have the name calling.
Not say the words bitch and cunt and mangina and anything else.
Right, but look, if I were to use these disparaging terms, they would work in your favor because the debate.
No, that's not the kind of debate I want to engage in.
Again, that's my point. You are intellectually dishonest. You will use any excuse to avoid having to debate, meaning you will argue about the
substance
of the debate.
Let's see if I fall into that category before you prematurely label me in that category. Okay?
Yeah, but you've made all kinds of accusations about us in your video. You've used name calling in your video, and I've allowed that. I've even posted your video.
I'm kind of joking, but and I was really at a loss for words.
So you're okay with name calling as long as it suits your fancy. That is my point.
Okay, look, in this debate, regardless of the past, because your video was full.
We're basing the debate on your video. We're going to play your video and cover the accusations you made in your video, and you're going to get a chance to defend yourself.
What I'm saying is that from now forward, if we are going to have an interpersonal interaction covering these issues, no base name calling.
First of all, you made base accusations. We're dealing with your based accusations.
An accusation is different.
An accusation is different than a debate. You're basing your whole argument on your accusation.
Right now, no name calling or no debate.
So, in other words, you're going to be a coward. Because you're going to say, oh, I called you a coward, which I'm describing your behavior, but like a professional victim, you'll take that as name calling. I'm describing your behavior. You're a coward. Okay. Your behavior is cowardly. There's no real distinction.
My behavior is cowardly. Why is
right? But look, because of your rules, your rules prevent me from describing you as a coward when you are a coward. Your rules prevent me from doing that. We're not talking about why you're a coward. Your rules prevent me from even calling you a coward because you could just say, "Oh, I'm offended. You called me a name. Therefore, I'm ending the debate."
Okay. Why don't we establish a few words we're not going to use. How about
No,
that?
I don't believe that's. I don't think that's right. In the interest of censorship, this is exactly why feminists get away with the bullshit they get away with. They're allowed to censor dissenting opinion. They're allowed to censor dissenting opinion.
I'm not censoring your opinion.
You are censoring dissenting opinion. When you don't allow me to use appropriate descriptions, when you don't allow me to use appropriate descriptions, you're censoring.
Those are not appropriate descriptions.
They are according to you, according to the feminists, according to you. You're the one setting the morality here. That is censorship if you don't allow the other person to debate you, to have their say.
A bitch is a female dog. It's a name calling.
Well, why do feminists use the terms asshole and douchebag? They also engage in name calling. So to say that one side is name calling, you yourself in your video are using name calling. So you're the last person to be moralizing to anyone about name calling.
I'm saying from this point forward.
No, I'm saying you agree to debate without trying to censor the other person's opinion. That's the whole point of having this debate. And we let the public decide. If I am using childish names to talk to you or debate with you, then the public will say, this guy is a child. He's using childish names. We will be the ones to judge, not you, the moralizer, the self-righteous moralizer, pointing fingers at people who are trying to debate you and state their opinion openly without being censored. You should be the one who is open to discussion and to debate, and let the chips fall where they may.
What I'm saying is, please, let's stay away from name calling.
Once again, I just explained to you that your definition of name calling is the problem here. You're exercising censorship. That censorship is supposed to be exposed in this debate. You're already trying to have censorship at the beginning of the debate.
Why don't we make a segment of the debate your use of those terms?
What? I'm sorry, what?
Every time you use that term,
hold on. Can you speak up?
Every time you use that term, I need you to
I'm sorry, can you speak up?
Your use of that term
Hello, can you speak up? Hello, can you speak up or turn your microphone up? I cannot hear you. Can you speak up or turn your microphone up?
How's that?
That's perfect. That's perfect. Sounds clear?
Fabulous.
Okay, do you want me to speak up or speak, is that a good volume for you?
I'll just adjust the volume on my own. I'll be just okay.
Okay, so as far as the debating rules go, I believe we should let everything go, and if, again, we will let the public decide. If I am childishly relying on name calling, that'll be exposed during the debate. You will be able to point to that, and again, I'm giving you the last word in the debate. I will not respond after this debate. I will allow you to respond to the debate thread, and you will have the final say.
All right, this is what I'm going to say. The words bitch or cunt come up in this debate, I'm leaving. So it would be wise on your part to just not say those words.
No, first of all, you're not going to restrict my free speech in a debate. You're not going to restrict my free expression.
It's not free speech. It's just insult thing.
No, it's not an insult. You are a bitch, but I would have to use a long description to say that. I can say
okay. If you use that, like I said in my comments on the web,
behavior. I can use dysfunctional female behavior. That's the same thing as a bitch. Bitch is just a shorthand term for that.
No, bitch means female dog.
No, bitch is slang for dysfunctional female behavior. It's a shortened term. We use it all the time. We define it in our ebook. We don't use bitch.
This debate is not going to exist on the terms of your ebook.
Well, it's not going to exist on your childish censorship terms. So that's
not censorship to ask me not called a bitch.
You're censoring my. Well, hey, you made accusations in your video, and you use name calling in your video. So you are the last person to be moralizing to me about what I can and cannot say. That is ridiculous.
Look, we can continue this debate or not. You have those are ground rules, okay? Bitch and cunt, no.
Either stop being a coward and you can debate, or
I'm not being a coward. I'm all about debating. This isn't going to be an insult session.
Like a scared little girl. You can either debate.
I don't think she's going to get points at all. Well, let's see. Okay, let's actually evolve this debate. If you say bitch and cunt, I'm out.
You can either debate like an adult, or you can run away like a scared little girl. It's up to you. You're not going to censor me. You're not going to censor my opinion. That's for sure.
Okay, well, I'm going to state what I think about that, and that you're somehow equating name-calling with intellectual debate, and that is...
Okay, so if that's...
those two don't go together.
If that's the case...
So that being said, I'm announcing my opinion.
You should have no problem debating me then. Since you're such an intellectual, you should have no problem walking circles around me. The fact that you're so cowardly that you can't even allow dissenting opinion proves... that you are
completely dry on conclusion.
Has no merit. If you need to censor my opinion, that means your opinion.
I'm not censoring your opinion. I'm censoring your word.
I let you.
All right, look. Okay, you know what? I'm done with this. Let's roll. Let's debate.
Go for it. The terms. I'm saying, do you agree to the terms that you're not going to censor my opinion and I'm going to debate you?
No personal attacks.
That is bullshit. Once again, that is too subjective a criteria. If you could just say, oh, that's wrong, you're personally attacking me. That's how you become a professional victim feminist in the first place.
You're not explaining yourself. How is that the case?
Myself, if we're allowed to debate. If we're allowed to not exercise censorship.
You know what?
Anything goes in this debate.
You're absolutely just being unfounded conclusions. You're not backing up any of your arguments with logic.
You can't defend yourself. You're a coward who has to rely on censorship. If you weren't a coward, you would just state your views rationally and let me make the mistakes by calling you names and hang myself. I mean, that's what an intellectual would do. An intellectual would never fear dissent by somebody.
No, someone who likes abuse would do that.
Abuse? Oh, well, then I could say your tone is abusing me. Just by being a professional victim like you, I can disallow anything. I could have a grounds.
You've already established me as a professional victim, and we haven't even talked any kind of debate issues. It's completely unfounded. You're really exposing yourself as a poor Gerard conclusions.
And the reason why we can't talk about any issues is because you're such a coward and you want to censor my opinion before the debate even begins. Stop being a coward and just debate rationally. Stop being a coward. Just debate.
Let's go.
Do you agree to that? Right. You can't even agree to that.
Yes, I agree to yes.
You agree that anything
Fine.
Debate. Okay. We're recording.
All right, anything goes? We'll do anything goes.
Anything goes.
All right. That goes right back to you too.
We're starting the debate right now. It's being recorded. We're going to post the debate live. And again, I'm going to let you have the final say. Once the debate's posted, I'm going to give you the final say to make it fair. I wish we had the moderator, Blue, here, but you didn't want to wait.
You know what? No, wait. You know what? All debates have ground rules and have civility. I do not feel that this is going to have any civility.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Professional victim right off the bat.
Yeah. You're announcing in advance that you intend on insulting. I've already made comments on my personal appearance.
I'm telling you the truth.
They derogatory comments, and I don't want to listen to that.
I'm telling you the truth is insulting to professional
victims. It's not relevant. It's not relevant to the conversation in hand.
No, the truth is insulting.
Okay, you know what? You can keep going to be a professional asshole, and we're done. We're done.
You call me an asshole. The difference between you and me is I'm rational, and I'm not going to cower like a little girl just because you called me a little name. That's the difference between you and me. Stop acting like a coward and debate rationally. Stop trying to censor everybody's opinion and debate rationally. Oh, did she tap out? She already tapped out before the debate started. What a cunt. Oh, I'm sorry. I used name calling. What a cunt.
I was looking forward to this.
Done. Well, that was the shortest debate ever. I think we finished that one inside of 2 seconds.
For the main course, remember, add olive oil to a hot pan, remove the fat from the steaks, roll out thin and season. Fry quickly on both sides, then set aside.